Hey guys, happy Saturday everyone. Welcome back to our weekend episode of our daily stock market insights. We are once again going to talk about your favorite stocks that you have requested. Thanks for always watching our videos. And if you have not subscribed yet to our channel, I am inviting you to hit the subscribe and the notification bell so that you're always updated whenever we have new videos. In the meantime, let's talk about the index first. Okay, and let us load our chart over here, or all our indicators. There you have it, guys. I will have to go back to PSEI. Okay, so the other day we had a green, right, when there were several news around the vaccine being in the works right now, so that triggered the bullish movement not just in the Philippine market but also in the global scene. And last Friday we had a just minimal movement, but we're still below the MA20 line, so I would have to say we might still see some sideways movement. Otherwise, if it breaks the support around the 6007 area, we might see some more triggers moving downwards for this index. Overall, um, this used to be your resistance right here, but I'm plotting it a little higher because I've seen consolidation in this price range. So let's see if it will continue to hold in that area. And somehow we already have an idea as to how the major stocks in the country are performing at the moment. Most of them, looking at this, are also moving sideways. Okay, but this is not representative of how your individual stock is performing. So it's really worth looking at it one by one. Okay, so let's first start with SECB. Okay, see that? SECB is also moving sideways. Sorry about that. Um, Still at a 45 levels, no volume, as you can see. No volume in the market last Friday. So look at that. We have a doji. So that at the same time is your support area. So I think that we have to closely monitor the 100 level and see if that support will hold. Okay. Oh, otherwise, look at where we are at right now. So their lowest point could be around 76.55. Um, I feel that if that breaks, then next possible drop would be right at this level, 92.91. Okay, so it's really important that that should hold. Okay, overall, you are way, way below there, meaning we have already somehow reached the bottom, and hopefully it only stops there. Otherwise, it might reach the second bottom again. So we don't really have much control as to the direction. A lot of news can influence the movement of the market. Okay, so just stay closely monitor 100 level and 92.46 in case that 100 level gets broken. Now let's take a look at another big player in the country, JFC. JFC still, even though we're slightly higher than Thursday's performance, it's still red. That means we might be triggering some more movements going down in the coming days. So I'm just plotting this area as the next possible support. Reason being is I saw this. Okay, that area. At the same time, this price range as well. And the next possible drop could be 108. That could be the next possible drop. Okay, so if you want to get in, if you have the money, I suggest hold on to your buying power first because you can still get JFC at a cheaper price. Next is SEC. SEC, yes. Also, we had a doji. We had a doji last Friday. See that? So this area here, as you can see, is also a support level. So that could be the reason why we have a doji. There is a possibility that we could have two things happen here. We could have a sideways movement within the 10.98 area, or we can experience a bounce. So if you are a position trader, this is actually a much better level to enter than somewhere else. Always remember that the nearer you are to the support level when you enter, the better. So I suggest wait for a confirmation, probably a green candlestick to come out on Monday before you enter. Overall, we're already at a cheap level. The bottom that we have here is around 856 level. Yes, in case that line, which is just a few pesos away, if that gets broken, you will be able to reach a second bottom for this stock. And likewise, same as how the others have performed during this pandemic, everything went down, and I think this is also one of the many stocks that uh, got affected. It significantly dropped, and this is now the current state. Now I'm already on a weekly chart here. Go back to the daily and let's continue. Next is Dito, very popular stock since the beginning of time. Okay, so looks like we had an official bounce at the 2.76 area. Okay, so I suggest if you would like to enter here, the nearer you are to the 2.78 level, the better. But overall, I feel bullish already for this stock because it corrected and now it's already bouncing. Note though that there is a short-term resistance around the MA20 line. As you can see, my Bollinger Band here, that is an MA20, the center line. Okay, so if you would like to enter near, because sometimes there's fluctuation in the price, the market will give you a chance to get it at a much cheaper price. So that's why we're plotting between 2.78 and 3 as a safe level. And for now, it's up to you. If you'd like to enter here as a long-term investor, yes, you may. At the same time, just to also give you an idea on how this stock is moving for the past how many months from the time ISM or Dito won the third telco, we didn't really have a full swing to the upside. People normally get in and then take profit right away. So I feel that in the next few months before the launch of Dito, we will have the same movement. People are more careful in all their trades. They lock in some profit. Then when it dips, they buy some more. I think that is how this stock is moving at the moment. It doesn't give us really a an aggressive movement to the upside. Uh, at one point, it moves very slowly, then retrace, moves again, and then it retrace. But overall, I think it's starting to go back. Hopefully, would reach again the 7 peso level soon. But if you're a long-term investor, this is the perfect time to add more volume because I think we have already reached a very cheap level. In fact, those people who may have already entered around 1 peso level, that was jackpot for you guys. Okay, so take note if you've entered here as a long-term investor, you have to keep in mind what your objective is so that whenever there is a fluctuation, you will not feel worried. Next is Mary Mart. Mary Mart. Okay, still trying to stabilize, but looks like we have already reached the true valuation of the stock, the true market value around 252 level. I feel that that is your support area. So I'm thinking it will just move sideways first. while there's not much volume yet. As you can see, there isn't much volume here, so we just need to have that catalyst to push the price higher. But overall, I just think that this is already trying to stabilize the 252 area. Next is HLCM. HLCM. Okay, looks like it has already started bouncing, guys. So we've already spotted a bullish divergence for this stock for the past how many days last week. We've been looking at this and it has, see that? Sorry, my place has a lot of motorcycle here. Okay, that is a bullish divergence. While the stock price is going downwards, your RSI is moving up. And I think this now is a perfect opportunity for you to start buying some more shares. 550 around that level, that is already a good entry price. So I'm not even haggling, but just at the level, the moment market opens on Monday, you can already start entering. And then just, take profit in an area you feel happy. Could be right at the MA20 line, or you can even wait for it to move higher. Overall, you have declined here, really had a steep decline. So I think there are a lot of opportunities for it to push the price even higher. MWIDE. MWIDE. As for MWIDE, let's take a look at this. Oh, still moving sideways. Okay. So, and your Bollinger Band is starting to become very constricted. So that I think is an interesting area. If you feel this is already cheap, I'd say for long-term investors, yeah, you can even get in. For position traders, you can also start accumulating here. And just if you're trading, just practice judgment. Put a threshold for your risk to reward ratio, and when it reaches that level, then practice what your plan is, or execute your plan. For now, I'd say if you're not in a rush, I'd say this is sideways. You can already start banking on those volume. Start accumulating it. MBT. MBT as well is doing sideways, as you can see, and it's starting to trigger actually um, movements to the upside. I'd have to say this is your support, 35.85 to 35.90. That's your support level. Okay, and you have a short-term resistance over here, 37.52. So if it breaks that, then good. You can have more profitable gains or trades as it breaks the short-term resistances there. So if let's say anywhere from 35.96 to 36.7, I feel that that's already a very good entry level, because this is your bottom over here. I don't think it'll drop as of this time, considering that we have already bounced and it was sustained in the past 2 days. It just did not fully take off though. I think it will still move sideways before it goes back up there. Next is AGI. AGI. Okay. AGI is still moving sideways. There, as you can see, this is our support. I feel that this could be our support too. Yeah, anyway, it's an area. So let me just put this because it's an area. This is your support level. So observe how the market or this stock moves as it reaches that area. Okay, what we want to see is when it does the double bottom right over here, first bottom, second bottom, your RSI should be moving in an upward direction. But right now, it's not moving in that direction as of yet. So that means I don't think it's already a good time to buy. Just wait for an engulfing candlestick, like a green candlestick, to come out within this range, and then that's the time you enter. At the same time, observe how your RSI is forming at that time, because we want the RSI, the second bottom here. This is your first bottom, and then the second bottom. At the second bottom, you should already have an RSI that is uh, forming like this, right? Moving upwards. Right now, it's not that. See, no, it's not yet. MPI. MPI is still flatlining. So we had a slight gain, and then people took profit right away. So they're very, very conservative with their plays. I'd say, oh, there you have it. Okay, so there's a solid consolidation here. So I feel that this support will hold as of this time. Not much volume though, so that's what we need. Volume to push the price higher. 3.21 is our support level, nearest support area. The next would be 2.96 if it drops some more. 2.97. Next is double dragon. Double dragon still doing sideways. 277 trades, not that much. Your RSI is around the 40 level, but this is a support area. Where it is at right now is, I think, a support level. So probably if you have a bullish candlestick, then that's the time we can say, okay, it will go up now. But for this stock, seeing what we have at the moment, it's still on sideways. See this? Almost flat there. So that's what we are anticipating. Mag, let us see for Mag. Mag managed to cross above the MA20 line, so that's interesting. For now, I'd say let us plot our support at the 310 level then. Oops, 310. Okay, around that area where you have the MA20 line. Okay, so 310, 313, around that range, because it managed to cross the MA20 line, so that's going to be good. Next one is IDC. IDC is still holding at the support level. Good. So we are still very near the support. So if you want to start buying more shares, you are still at the bottom technically. We've been so this is how it happens. This is how it normally acts. It goes down sideways and then go up again. So I think that's what's happening right now with slight fluctuations in the price, minimal fluctuation or increase in the price. People are taking profit right away, similar to how Dito is performing. Slight bounces there don't really sustain because people are on a defensive mode. They take profit, lock in some profit with minimal gains, 10 to 15% gain. They take profit right away. And I think it will continue to have this kind of performance. Looking at where we are at right now, we're still at the support and we don't have much volume. That's the reason why I will not be surprised if I see this stock just moving sideways in the coming days. Next is Home. Home slightly moved up. Oh no, actually did not. From the previous day's performance, it just did a doji. So I'd say this might be revisited. Your previous support might be revisited around 6.71. Okay, for now, I feel strongly in that area. I think it will hold 6.71. And of course, nearest resistance would be your MA20 line. no volume as well, so it might take some time before it takes off. Ali, Ali over here, okay, still triggering the lower band, guys. So I feel that it will continue to pull the price downwards. So you can still get this at a cheaper price. 29.17 is the area that I see. 29.17. So wait for it. Wait for an engulfing candlestick to come out at that level. BDO has started to show some improvement in price. There. Second day of green. Let us see if it will continue to push the price higher. Our volume is still less than 50% though, so we need more volume. We need more people to start buying some more shares. Foreign buying is still negative. That means people were selling in the foreign selling is more dominant last week. So watch out. Hopefully it breaks your MA20 line, so that will be a good sign. That's your nearest resistance. And your support is still around the 90 point, around this area, 90.54. Okay, so I've been vocal with BDO, BDO, DITO, and JFC are my long-term picks here. Oh, I also have SMC. It improved, but I need to buy more shares here. It's still doing sideways though. But let's see. Oh, there's dividend release. Nice. Okay, so going back to BDO, there you have it. I think I've already mentioned it. BDO, nearest resistance would be your MA20 line. GTCAP, last stock. GTCAP also doing sideways, but we with a 6.77 million on foreign buying. So that is a good one. 426. Uh-huh. I think our new support now is 438.93. Yeah, around that area. Okay. Because you had this several days, each time it touches that area, there's a bounce that's happening. So it could be slightly higher or slightly lower, guys. Okay, but you're very near our support. So if you want to haggle like a few pesos, 438.93 is the area that we're looking at as a bounce level. Your volume is starting to pick up, but still less than 50. That means that's not much volume yet. I think the cloud here is the like the moving average of those volume. So we're lower than the average. So that means that's not much yet. 307 on the total number of trades. Yeah, it's just this stock is just waiting for its timing. One of the blue chip companies as well in the country. So yeah, just start watching them because with more and more companies starting to open up to do the regular business, uh, we might see some more improvements in the coming days. Okay, especially when the discovery of the vaccine becomes fully implemented, then that's an even better story for all of us. Okay, in the meantime, thank you guys for dropping these comments, requesting these talks. I am always excited to review them for you. First, of course, I'd like to continue in developing this skill for myself. At the same time, I'd like to have you guys join me in that journey. So while I learn, I also impart some knowledge that you can probably take some best practices from and apply it in your trades. And one best practice that I can share is right after the market closes. I understand you've watched this video. You can also go back to the same video and then watch and see if our analysis are aligned. If the thought process goes accurate, then you can probably apply that in your trades. Okay, thank you guys for watching, and catch us again in our next episode. Bye bye for now.